Malaysia is a melting pot of Hindus, Muslims, Christians.
This is an exotic country that's full of opportunity.
There's not the visible poverty that we have seen in other countries.
This is a successful, smaller country. But on the other hand, there are many people in real need.
There's an entire population here that's been forgotten, the people with disability.
Their greatest challenge is to have someone look in their face instead of their disability.
You see the determination and the courage on these people's faces, and it's just like, wow.
Unfortunately, here in Malaysia, people with disabilities don't have a voice. They don't have the rights that they deserve. So what are people doing to give them back those basic human rights?
Disability is just an obstacle that could be overcome.
Sue Chin started the Beautiful Gate Foundation, which helps the disabled gain their independence and gives them a sense of community.
The Beautiful Gate is having our biannual sports event for people with disabilities. This is a very important event because it shows that people on wheelchair can actually do so many things.
Nice.
They have their own strengths, potential. What they need is just an opportunity, a chance. Because of the prejudice from the public, they are hated very, very much. They have to live without dignity. And even at home, they cannot feel acceptance. Many of them, they don't have resources for them to ask for help. My friend found a little disabled girl in a cage outside the house, together with the chicken, because we cannot control her bladder. I feel I cannot accept to see this kind of situation. I feel very, very unhappy and very pain. So, started Beautiful Gate. We have 7 centers throughout Peninsula Malaysia. We have almost 100 residents stay in the centers. They learn how to be independent and can build up their self-confidence. Because we stay under one roof, we actually treat each other like brothers and sisters. We are family members. Some of them even call me mom. And we are just a family, a big family. And my husband, Peng Wai, and my younger sister also stay here. So it's very good. The family, we all come together now to do something for the disabled community.
Dude, they're good.
Go. Hi, how's it going to join? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, we'll try.
Okay, go.
I warn you, I'm not very good.
Same me.
Yeah, I know, I saw you playing.
Okay, again. Woo!
You, me?
Go.
No.
Whoa! Ah!
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa!
This is the one with the hole in it, right?
I sucked so bad. I was terrible. Okay, go, okay. Nice play.
Yeah, good play.
Spending time with someone who's in a wheelchair, who lives with a disability, gives you a new perspective. They're just like anyone else.
How's it going? How did your game go?
I'm just winning the game.
Yeah? Was it easy or hard?
Got some difficult.
Some difficulty?
Yeah. This is my favorite event. I can see my friend, then we can talk, we can laugh. I feel very happy.
This is the reason we wanted to partner with Suchin, because without a beautiful gate, there wouldn't be a day like today. They're changing the perception of the disabled community and enabling them to live normal lives. Are a lot of places here wheelchair accessible?
Many places still are not friendly for wheelchairs. Like this, the Benton Hall. Without the ramp, we cannot go in. And this ramp is a temporary ramp. Whenever we go to the places that without ramp, we have to bring together.
Are there any laws being passed towards this?
We have, since year 2008, we have a disability act in Malaysia. But this act still maybe need to take longer time to be enforced. You know, most of the working places are not wheelchair friendly. So it's very hard for them to get a job in the open market here. And the beautiful gate, we hope that we can start a second-hand goods store. Then we can create more job opportunities for them. When we help them to be independent, they start to earn money. They can live independently, even financially. Then people change. The family members change. The society, slowly, we see the changes.
No, I would love to try to help start this secondhand store to get it going.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Suchin has an overwhelming problem here. They're being ostracized from society. And so I'm hoping that I can help with the secondhand store and play a small part in her dream. Wing and Suchin took us to the secondhand store today to kind of show us what they wanted done with it.
So we're here. They're gonna set up a few racks here so that the items can be put on.
Yes.
How did y'all come up with this idea of actually having like a place?
Because we see many disabled persons, they couldn't get a job. Some of them, they cannot sit for a long time. But in the open market, you have to sit for at least 8 hours, right?
Yeah,
But some of them just cannot. They have to lie down for half or 1 hour.
Or else they get muscle sores in their back and things like that.
This will be more of a conducive job environment, a little bit more flexible.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yes, yes. When I was young, I can still walk, can still run. My hands, my fingers, all are normal. But when I was about 6 or 7 years old, slowly my hands, my fingers become weaker and weaker. Out of 7 brothers and sisters, 5 of us, we have muscular dystrophy. It's an inherited disease from my grandfather.
The price tag. Oh, I changed when I came to Beautiful Gates. She encouraged me. She gave me a lot of chances to be a leader.
My mother was able-bodied. Many people advised her to just leave us and form another family. But she never. She always encourages us. You have to accept yourself. 13 years ago, she got a tumor at her spinal cord. And is now a disabled person herself. So I asked her to help out in the Beautiful Gate. She's very happy that she can still do something. So it's very important for disabled people to feel like they can still contribute. The door is too narrow. We have to take away this part, the wooden.
And also the emergency exit.
Yes, emergency.
After 6 years of being together with the people with disabilities, everywhere I see obstacles for them. I see inaccessible places. And when I see that, I really get irritated and angry.
Even a small step, it's very hard for wheelchair to go in.
They don't want us to treat them special. They just want to be treated as equal.
It's really hard to think widening doors to make a difference, but it can. And until the government makes that change, I think it's going to be a really hard battle for someone with a disability to gain access to a convenience store or any other store.
It seems like we have a lot of work
It's
left.
a lot of work.
This one heavy.
Carlos can take that one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done, from painting to widening doors and lowering cabinets. I think I'm making my side worse. Looks like I don't have a clue what I'm doing in there, but I'm willing to do whatever I need to do to help Beautiful Gates.
Get him in. Hi.
Hi, Kelvin. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Why we want to open the second-hand store is because we don't want the people just like do nothing in their home. Wow, Carlos, so nice.
Good to see him work for once. How long have you been at Beautiful Gates?
4 years ago, I was in a motorbike accident. After that, I cannot walk. Then, I'm very upset actually. I'm just alone in my house, and I will keep thinking about why I will become like this. I cannot do anything. I was trying to kill myself because no hope in my life. Siu Chin helped me. Beautiful Gate actually it teach me a lot. Before that, I didn't have the brave, and I didn't have the confidence to go back to school to face my friend because I'm very shy.
Oh, come on, I don't believe that. I haven't seen that, Kelvin.
Siu Chin like mother with me. Siu Chin always say, you can do this. At least you have to try. Siu Chin is a very great leader. I'm very happy actually I work with them. I want to be a good worker in Beautiful Gate.
Meeting Kelvin today, I would never have known he was depressed. He's a happy guy, and Beautiful Gate has shown Kelvin that he can still have hopes and dreams. Yeah, I would have never known you were in a dark place, because you got a very positive attitude and
Not negative thing.
negative, like Carlos.
Yeah.
Just always negative.
How's work over there?
It's going well. Did you see what I did?
I saw what you did. That's why I sent Peter over there to fix it.
We have swimming activities for the children two times per month. So they just newly renovated. Before that, it's not friendly for wheelchair. After so many years, we have been voiced up our need to the city council. Sure. And we want them to enforce the rules. And now we can see the changes.
So this is a great new experience for people to be able to come to the pool.
Yeah, so we can also actually integrate into the community.
Right, right.
Yes.
The fact that Siu Chin is able to turn this beautiful pool environment into a wheelchair accessible area is a huge success. Hello.
How's it going?
Wonderful.
Yes. Hi, how are you?
This is my friend Ras Aribas.
Yeah.
Ras is the only disabled news broadcaster in Malaysia, like the only one.
I've been very fortunate because I've been on the other side of the fence. I know what it's like to be there, and I know what it's like to be here, so I try to meet halfway, and I try to be a voice of my people. I had my car accident in '95, but I could still walk. But in 2001, someone tried to steal my car, so they clobbered my head. You know, I didn't have a job for 6 years. Nobody wanted to have a newscaster who was wheelchair-bound. But I'm actually very blessed because she came to see me.
Thank you for what you've done for me.
When I started being on a wheelchair, people looked at me as if I had horns on my head. They were always staring. I kept writing, I kept asking people to try to find a job. And one day, I think they got tired of me. They said, okay lah, we can't put you back in the same station. We'll put you in one of our other stations. It's like, that's fine. And after I finished reading the news, the crew came out and just looked at me. And I was like, what? Did I do something wrong? And they said, it's like you never left. Hello, I'm Ras Adibarazi, reporting live. And I said, I never did. You guys left me. And then all my disabled friends was watching, they'd be like, oh my God, we've been waiting for this, for someone to be up there, for someone to listen to us, you know, for someone to take us seriously, and you're up there. Everybody was crying, and it was like, yeah.
Now, with your position, you can really make a difference.
So I try. But my first job is really being a mother to a 5-year-old. So I've done many things in my life. But Umar is really the best thing that I've ever achieved. Okay. I talked about adopting with my parents, and they thought I was out of my mind because, you know, they say, you know, you're disabled, you're in a wheelchair, how are you going to look after a little baby? But he's a very happy and bubbly child. He loves to sing, he loves to dance. So every time when I'm down and I'm feeling low, I just look at him. The way he giggles, the way he cracks up and makes his funny faces. And I forget all my trouble and I forget all my pain. Forget about what people have to say. Daripada 78 jadi 66. I'm the country's top sharpshooter in the disabled category. And I want the disabled to stand tall. There's so many things out there for them to do. That is what Suu Kyin teaches at Beautiful Gate. How is it that you chose to do something for people who are hearing impaired?
I wanted to be a doctor so I could contribute to life. And in going to school, I took a job making earpieces. And when I looked in the eyes of one old man and saw what it meant for him to hear,
oh my God.
When I saw it, I knew that that's how I could be part of a bigger gift. Rasa Divas, she's working with what she has. She's reflecting a smile and a great spirit to the world. She's not talking about what's wrong. She's looking for what's right and helping other people find what's right. So she's on my team.
Is that it? It's okay?
Today, me and Steve and some of the volunteers from Beautiful Gate Foundation are working on the secondhand goods store. Is that in order? We've got a lot of work left to do before the big opening day. And one of the most important things that we have to do is make it accessible. So we got to lay down a little bit of concrete to make ramps, like the back exit, and then, you know, the entryway to get in.
Perfect.
Elaine approves, it's good. So you're gonna cut down the cabinet?
Don't know how, because I've never done it, but I'll do it. What about right here? Should we get this? Never mind that.
Bro. Huh?
Cracked. And unfortunately, I created more work for us by busting up the counter a little more than I was supposed to. I'm very exhausted. I think the toughest part is how hot it is. It's hot. I am tired.
Steve.
It actually feels nice.
While the rest of the team is finishing the work here in Malaysia, Tanny and I are moving on ahead to the Philippines. The people of the Central Philippines have been hit really hard by Typhoon Haiyan.
Today we're in the city of General Santos, and we're going to be joined by the world champion boxer Manny Pacquiao and Jessica Sanchez from American Idol.
Feeling okay? Yeah. You look pretty good.
He looks great.
Yeah, you look pretty good coming right out of a fight. I can't believe it. Thank you.
He looks great. Outside of the boxing ring, Manny serves as congressman for his province and heads up the Manny Pacquiao Foundation. He's a national hero and an inspiration to all the people he's helping here today.
So what we do, Manny, is we just start here on one,
So these are-
and we
these are
turn
just
it up and
ones.
watch him until
Okay.
he hears good.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing?
It's good.
It's good right there?
Yeah.
You hear me? You hear me?
Well, it's beautiful. You've been traveling around the islands to the area where the typhoon hit.
I feel so bad when I saw the place. The situation there is terrible. All their source of income is devastated. They really need help.
Hey.
My purpose is to let everybody know that we must love one another and help one another. Not only in the Philippines, but in the whole world.
Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit more.
My hearing absolutely defines me. You know, I would have never heard the CDs in the car, and I would have never learned how to sing. And to give people the gift of hearing is like a miracle. We're like doing a miracle. We're giving them a chance to hear. We're giving them a gift. So, I mean, I'm so happy to be a part of this.
And Did you like it? Here's going on.
He says, I love you
We'll come back again. We wanted to do something good. Other people said, yes, I believe in that. I want to be part of that. So we come together and we're stronger for it.
What do you think, Kelvin?
You can be a master now.
I'm a master.
This is my first time working with American guys. Steven and Carlos, very funny people. Carlos is a joker.
Looks good. Except over there where you did it.
Who did it? Steven did it.
Steve over there, right?
Yeah.
It was Steve. That's right, it was Steve. This is a lot of sweating. Maybe we could take a break.
Okay.
So this is what it's like, huh? How do you manage through all these potholes and stuff?
We need to be careful when I want to walk here.
You need some off-road tires. Kind of dangerous. How do we cross?
When we want to cross the road, our hand need to show to stop the car.
You got it?
Yeah.
Wow. Kelvin, you gotta be brave.
I will show up my basketball skills.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Here's the NBA court.
NBA regulation.
Warm up, warm up.
Oh, warm up? All right, let's warm up.
Oh, it's great. For the accident, I'm a state basketball player.
Was that one of the hardest things to get used to, not being able to play basketball?
Yes. When I come to Beautiful Gate, then I started playing basketball again using the wheelchair.
Kelvin is a really good basketball player. He was making shots a lot more than I was. Dude, come on.
Yes, I make it. If I can shoot my basketball again, then I can do anything.
It's so inspiring because he's found new hope about life and living.
Hey.
That went in. You missed. Nice.
Yeah. Yes, able.
That went in. You just didn't see it.
You not
It was
in.
too perfect.
Before Tenny and I return to Malaysia, our last stop in the Philippines will be Manila, where Elton John will be joining us.
The Victor.
I've known Elton for many years. He's been such a good partner and such a good friend. But it's the first time that Elton and David have been able to go with us to a mission site and work with us fitting hearing aids. So I just switched it on and I turn up, pa, 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 pa. When you hear about the same as the other, right about there? That's good?
Is that good?
Pa, pa, pa. Okay, I think he's fine. It's good.
Losing my sight would be horrendous, but I can't imagine not being able to hear because, you know, that's what I love the most is the music. That's what I do. You get the award here.
You are a winner.
It's quite extraordinary and it's an incredibly uplifting experience. Whenever you see someone being cared for and not forgotten about, their human spirit comes alive and they're so grateful.
His mother died at birth, and so he's blind and no hearing. He just had an operation, so we're going to see if we can help Enrique hear.
Can't hear anything at all?
They haven't had any response. Hello, sweetheart. Hello. Ba, ba. Now, see, he's looking that way. Ba, 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 ba. Hello, hello, hello.
Can you hear that?
He's being taken out of a tunnel, no sight, no hearing, and suddenly he's at least being given the ability to hear.
Welcome back to the world.
I love you.
Hello.
You're a sweet little boy.
People like Bill Austin and Tanny, who do stuff for other people with that amount of commitment and love, joy, those kind of people should be celebrated.
I think we give Grandma the medal. She's the one that needs it.
Aww.
I think Grandma and Auntie
Little
need the
boy.
medals.
You okay? Hello?
It's okay.
It was wonderful that we were able to connect with Elton today.
You beautiful little boy, huh?
And he was so gracious. He wanted the patients to hear the music.
You could see his eyes turn sideways, or you feel his little body jerk. And so I knew, just by holding him, that he was hearing.
We're all working with the same cause.
And we can learn from each other.
Yeah.
Collectively, we are stronger.
Elton offered tickets to the participants so they could come tonight and hear the music and hear him play the piano.
You see the determination and the courage on these people's faces, and it just fills you up. It's just like, wow.
I'm excited to have Suchin drop by to see the progress that we've made. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, but I think we're starting to see signs of a secondhand goods store.
How's everything?
Everything's great.
It's going great.
Yeah, it's
Just been
great,
laying
yeah.
cement in the back and
We're working hard, as you
Wow,
can see.
setting.
yeah.
This secondhand store is very important because it will be a training center.
She's
Yeah,
excited.
come check out all the work.
And also it will be a place for them to get a job. Wow.
So we're still working on it, but it's getting there. We got some new paint up on the walls.
Yeah.
We're
Do you
getting
like
there.
it?
Well done.
You want to go inside the kitchen?
Kitchen, huh? You see, after chicken wrap, it's so easy for us to just turn it
Yeah.
in and out. You can do so many things in just a short time. Once we have this store set up, it gives dignity for disabled person. They could have hope, they could have life, just like everybody. Really, thank you, Steve.
Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, we're not finished yet. The next time you see it, it'll be even better.
Thank you very much. I have been dreaming of this for so many years. I'm so happy to know that it's going to come true. Very touching and really happy, very happy. When I see all this happen, besides happy, I also feel worried.
What were you worried about?
But I really hope it could success. We do not aim for the store to earn a lot of money, just to make all the disabled persons to have a job and to have a training opportunity. Many years ago, I always repeat a nightmare. 5 little baby birds in a nest. All the birds just open up their mouth. No, they want to eat. They cry for food. They want to eat. But I have only 1 spoon, last spoon of the food to feed these 5 birds. Which one should I feed? If I feed this one, another 4 will die. If I feed another one, another 4 will die as well. It is repeating in my dream. I feel so much burden. I just cannot fulfill what they ask from me.
I think you take on too much.
I just don't want to disappoint them. They want to have an opportunity, they want to have a job. It's very simple and it's a need.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see if I have to let them down.
Suu-Chin has a great heart, and her fear is not creating a life for her family, her friends, and the people that she's trying to help. But that's a big store to fill, and they need goods, and they need to have customers to sell those goods. And so the biggest thing that I'm worried about is, can they really sustain this as a business? Carlos open up our own construction company after this?
I think so.
It's gonna be another hot day, isn't it?
Yep.
Suu-Chin has a certain level of nervousness of making this work. I'm sure it's gonna take a while to make this store profitable.
Hopefully we get some good stuff donated.
That's the main thing.
You gotta have stuff people want. Yeah. I completely understand why Suu-Chin's concerned, because she's a businesswoman. It's great to have goods donated for the store, but the bottom line is you have to turn a profit. Looks good.
We're getting there.
We still have to do the finishing touches, but hopefully we can have everything ready to go for the grand opening. Looks good, Peter.
A lot of clues.
We're gonna put clothes there. There are some glassware over here.
All of this for 5?
No, 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Oh!
First item has been sold. I'm buying that.
You break it, you buy it.
These few days working with Steven and Carlos has been very exciting. We actually had a lot of fun trying to set up the whole store. So I feel really happy, and it really inspired me that so many people support our cause.
Hi, Suu-Chin. I think Suu-Chin's a very selfless person, and she's fulfilling the dreams of many of these people by opening up this store, and I'm worried because I don't want to see her fail. I've appreciated all the time that we've had to learn about you and your organization and the work that you're doing, and it's been one of my great pleasures to be here and to help. You know, you mentioned yesterday that you had a worry about this succeeding.
I don't like to let other people down, so
Yeah.
I don't want to see we have to close the shop. I don't want to. They already put so much hope in this project.
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to help you as much as I can, and what I would like to do, if you'll let me, is to cover the expenses for the shop for the first 6 months.
Thank you very much.
You know, to help you get on your feet and to help the store thrive.
On behalf of many disabled friends, I just want to say thank you.
Sometimes people have to look out for you, too. By covering the operating costs for the first half of the year, it'll allow her to really kind of test the market to see what works and what doesn't with this store, and it'll give them a little more breathing room to, you know, to be able to succeed.
I feel so happy. Steven believed in me. He believed that my dream is good for the disabled community. When people believe that I can do so much things, it really give me a lot of courage. I really look forward to see the store.
There are many second-hand stores around, but this is really big. This is a stepping stone for my friends at Beautiful Gate.
This store is going to give people independence in their life. It's giving them back a purpose to have that self-value and self-worth.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. Welcome to the official launch of Beautiful Gate Secondhand Goods Shop. Welcome, Executive Director Siu-Chin.
Thank you, Kelvin. Yeah, for so long, we have been dreamed that we could have a second-hand goods stores here in Kapong. And today, the dream become a reality. Thank you, thanks.
Siu-Chin, as a leader, you have done a marvelous job of making things possible from nothing. I know you will all have great success. It's not the size of the store, it's the size of the hearts and the caring of the people that are involved in the project. And we want to celebrate you for doing such a good job. Thank you so much.
Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Bravo!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please take a tour around the shop.
Do you like it?
I like it. It's really a store.
It looks like a store, huh?
Yeah.
So you can, everything's accessible.
Wow. It's beautiful. I feel like I want to shout.
I feel very happy today because this is a very great second-hand goods shop, and it's a very great example for me. When we face some problem together, we can do anything.
It's so pretty. You say Beautiful Gate, I think of heaven. And that's what Siu-Chin has given these people, is a little piece of heaven.
You okay?
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Is this better than you thought it was going to be? Do you think this was in line with what Siu-Chin's vision was?
Yeah.
Of possibilities?
Yes. Some people, they can take photo. Some people, they can be the cashier. Some people can be in charge of courier. This is set up, package the thing, send it out. Yeah.
I'm glad we could help.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
From this store, I can feed all the 5 little baby birds. Everyone have food. Everyone can fly one day, be independent. Nothing is impossible.
It's not just opening up a place, but it's giving hope and giving them confidence and telling them that actually they can be okay on their own. It's not so bad after all.
I think what I'll take from my experience in Malaysia is the spirit of perseverance from the people that I've met and their strength. They just keep going, and that's pretty amazing to be able to do that.
It's not about disability, it's about ability. Everybody has ability. It doesn't matter if we have an obvious disability or not. It's about human potential and what that person has to contribute to the community and the world.
I hope here in Malaysia that people would become more aware of the lack of accessibility and take a proactive stance in installing a ramp, widening a doorway so that a person in a wheelchair can gain access to their store. Thanks to Suu Kyi's determination to champion equal rights, the people of Malaysia are on a path to change.